Good afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? Hard to believe it's Wednesday already. And it is I believe it's the last Wednesday of the month, if I'm not mistaken. It is Wednesday. Hope everyone is doing great, having a fabulous week. And hopefully you enjoyed the wonderful sunshine that we had last weekend. So if you're just joining, put in the comments, say hello. Also, list where you're listening from. I'd love to know where my listeners are listening from today. For those that do not know me, my name is Linda Jordan with LRJ Coaching and Business Solutions. And what do I do? Well, I do a couple of things, but most importantly, I help corporate leaders that are challenged with productivity and growth identify those gaps, implement solutions, and increase productivity, which will result in an increase to their bottom line. And if this is you and you're serious about increasing your bottom line, then I would love to talk to you. So my information is in the chat. So I have 2 spots available for the rest of the week. Connect with me and let's set up some time and talk about that. The second thing that I do, which I'll be focusing on today, is helping individuals have passive income. Everyone knows I'm a real estate investor, and so I do leadership coaching and I do passive income coaching. And so today we're going to talk about passive income because I want you to be able to have your first passive income or rental property in 2021. I also have a workshop that's coming about in April. And so for those of you that are interested, I will place this in the chat right now so that you can go to the website and put in the comments when you go to purchase the workshop, which is in April. The code is early bird and you'll get 50% off. So I'm running a 50% off sale for the next couple of weeks for those that are interested in learning about passive income using rental properties. So those are my announcements so far. Today, what we're going to really talk about is being intentional. Being intentional in whatever you do. So if you're listening today, on a scale of 1 to 10, put in the comments, how committed are you to being intentional to what your goals and objectives are? This is the end of first quarter, and if you have not created your goals and objectives, if you have not accomplished those, put in the comments on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to making this happen? You still have 3 quarters left, so how committed are you? Hopefully, most of you will put that you're at least a 5 to a 7. Some people may say you're 9 or 10, but be honest, how committed are you? If you're 10, that's great. If you're 9, that's great. Even if you're just a 1 just starting, that's great too, because we all have to start somewhere. But we need to know how committed are we so we know what we need to work on. Most importantly, there are two areas that I want to talk with you about today around making sure that you're committed to what you're doing. The first, of course, well, there's 3 actually. The first we all know is that you've got to be clear on what you want to do. You've got to have some understanding, some knowledge. You've got to know what you want. You should have had time to write down your goals, figure out what your process is around whatever it is that you want to achieve. So that's most important. You got to be clear about that, because if you're not clear what you want, then no one else would be clear on what you're selling. The second is having confidence. We all have passion for doing different things, but we need to have confidence in what we're doing. And so what are we doing to keep that momentum going around our confidence? Are we practicing our confidence? Are we, getting some education around our confidence? Are we writing things in our journal? Are we communicating confidence when we talk to people about what our goals are? What is it that we're doing? Because we need to know what's holding us back if we are not confident in what we want to get done. You have to be confident and be intentional in all of your actions so that you can achieve your goals and objectives. Thirdly is, what are your skills or capabilities? We all have different skill sets. So what are you good at that you want to turn that into a business, or you want to hone up on your skills? As I mentioned earlier, I'm having my rental property workshop next month. So for that, in that area, I want to make sure that I increase your capability skills, your knowledge, so that you're prepared to take it to that next level to buy that rental property. But if you are someone who is in corporate America and you are working every day, are there skills that you want to hone up on? Are there leadership skills that you need to get better at? Are there communication skills, networking skills? Maybe there's technical skills that you need to improve so that you can do well in the job that you're doing. So those are the three things that we really need to focus on to make sure that we are clear about what we're doing. We have the confidence to do what we need to do, and we have the skill set to do what we need to do. Because if you don't have those three, it is hard to be intentional in your actions because there's something that's holding you back. And maybe you're not sharing with yourself, being honest with yourself that, well, I'm missing one of the three skills, or I need to build up my confidence so that I can be intentional. So those are some things that you really have to think about. So those that are just joining, we're talking about being intentional. Just put in the comments to say hello or where you're listening from and what questions that you may have about being intentional in our actions so that we can be successful. And that's so critical, so that we can be successful. It's just very important. As I said before, quarter one is approaching us very quickly. So if you haven't achieved the goals that you wanted to achieve in quarter one, yes, you have quarter two to do it. So just move those goals from quarter one to quarter two, but have a little bit more action on those goals. Let's be intentional of what you want to get accomplished. Put some more timelines around that. What are some things that you need to do differently in quarter two that didn't work for you in quarter three? So I'm having to do that same thing myself. I need to look at what goals that I didn't get accomplished. And there were some that I didn't get accomplished. And that's because, number one, I had too many things on my list. That's another thing. Hi, Natalie. We often have too many things on our list that we're trying to get done. We're trying to be successful at it. But, you can be a jack of all trades, but a master of none. And so being intentional will allow you to be that master of all of the trades or all of the skill sets that you have and not just be fluctuating. So for the quarter one, I had too many things on my list. Yes, I was intentional, but I had too many things on my list. And so therefore, I did not get things accomplished the way that I really wanted them to. So for quarter two, just like you, let's be intentional. Let's put things on our list that we know that we can get accomplished in this next 90 days. Let's not be overzealous like I was in quarter one. I had everything that I wanted to get done, and I didn't get them done. I got some things done, yes, but I didn't get other things done that were on my list. So it's okay to move things from quarter to quarter, as long as by the end of the year, fourth quarter, you will have everything that your heart desires. You will have that accomplished, or at least you will have a plan in place to get that accomplished. So it's okay when we do fail, because failing forward just means that's another step to success. Oftentimes we punish ourselves because we failed, and you can never be successful until you fail. So I look at it as calling failing forward to success. So hopefully, these few minutes have been helpful for you. Number one, making sure that you're clear on what your goals and objectives are while you're being intentional. Number two, having confidence in what you're doing. Be passionate about what you're doing. Practice your skill sets. Think about basketball players or any athlete. They practice every single day to be perfect, to be superior at whatever activities that they're doing. So as we as entrepreneurs, we as business owners, we as leaders, we as teachers, we need to practice our skill set so that every day we come to the table being fresh, being good at what we do. If we don't practice, therefore we're not confident in what we do. So just pretend that you're an athlete and you're going to practice every day in being confident. You're going to practice every day in that skill set that you have so that you can be good at what you do every single day. And then again, we talked about skill sets. Again, that's just being prepared to know what your skill set is, setting your priorities where they need to be set. But most importantly, it is practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. We all heard that, you know, when we were in elementary or grade school. Practice makes perfect. It's the same thing in life as an adult. It's the same thing running a business. Yes, Natalie says failing forward to success. Absolutely. If you don't fail at something, how would you know how good you're going to be when you try again? Failing forward, it just means that you're that next step to being successful. And I have failed a lot, but I keep trying. And that's what we need to do. Be intentional, keep trying, because don't let that failure hold you back from being successful. Don't let the naysayers hold you back from being successful, because all it takes is for you to fail once, and then the naysayers will say, well, I told you that. And that's not what we want. We want to say, yes, I failed, but I'm keep trying, because, you know, you've got to keep going, failing forward. So I won't take too much of your time today, but I just wanted to share that with you today because I thought it's very critical. It's, you know, as I said, we're in Q1 and it's wrapping up. So if you have not been achieved the goals that you had or objectives that you had for Q1, we've got a few more days left. So you still have time to get it done as long as you are being intentional. So as I said, I have 2 spots remaining for this week for a free discovery call with me. So my information is in the chat. If you're interested in that, please connect the link on my calendar to get some time with me. It'll probably be next week because I think this week is kind of busy. But also for those of you that are looking for passive income, because you know that's my passion as well. I do leadership coaching and I do coaching for real estate. So on the real estate side, if you are looking for passive income, join my workshop in April, and that's to help you be successful in your financial journey so that you too can have passive income in life and prepare for your early retirement. And that's what we all want. So hopefully what I've said today has been helpful for at least one person today. My goal is to at least touch one person every single day that I speak. And hopefully if that's you, then that's a blessing for me. So until next time, have a fabulous rest of the day, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.